Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English for Beginners. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. We're very happy that you're joining us today.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about something that people of all ages enjoy.
That's right. Today we're talking about books, and some of the best books we've read.
Books can take us to new places, introduce us to interesting people, and help us learn many new things.
They can also help us relax after a busy day and give us a chance to use our imagination.
Some people enjoy reading every day, while others only read when they have extra free time.
No matter how often you read, talking about books is a great way to practice English.
During this episode, we'll learn useful vocabulary, simple expressions, and natural conversations about books.
We'll also share our opinions about different kinds of books and explain why we enjoy reading them.
Before we begin, let's start with a simple question for our listeners.
Do you enjoy reading books?
Maybe you like exciting adventure stories.
Maybe you prefer books about history, science, or famous people.
Or perhaps you enjoy novels that tell interesting stories about everyday life.
Whatever your answer is, books are an important part of many people's lives.
Let's begin with an important word that we'll use many times today.
The word is book.
A book is a collection of written pages that people read for information, learning, or entertainment.
For example, you can say, I bought a new book last weekend.
Or, she always carries a book in her bag.
Books come in many different forms and cover thousands of different topics.
Jack, have you always enjoyed reading books?
Yes, I have. Ever since I was a child, I enjoyed spending time with a good book.
Do you remember some of your favorite books from when you were younger?
I do. I loved adventure stories because they were exciting and always made me curious about what would happen next.
That's interesting. Adventure books are very popular with many readers.
What about you, Emma? Did you enjoy reading when you were younger?
Yes, I did. I especially enjoyed books that had interesting characters and meaningful lessons.
I think many readers feel the same way.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is read.
Read means to look at written words and understand their meaning.
For example, I usually read for 30 minutes before going to bed.
Or, she likes to read while drinking coffee in the morning.
Reading is one of the best ways to improve your English vocabulary.
It can also help you become more familiar with grammar and sentence patterns.
That's one reason why many language learners enjoy reading simple books.
Speaking of books, there are many different types that people can choose from.
That's true. Some people enjoy fiction, while others prefer nonfiction.
Let's explain those words because they are very useful when talking about books.
Good idea.
Fiction refers to stories that come from the writer's imagination.
Nonfiction refers to books that contain real information and facts.
For example, a story about a magical world is fiction.
But a book about animals, history, or science is usually nonfiction.
Jack, which type do you prefer?
Most of the time I enjoy fiction because I like following interesting stories and characters.
I enjoy both types, but I often choose nonfiction books when I want to learn something new.
That's one of the great things about books. There's something for everyone.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is author.
An author is a person who writes a book.
For example, my favorite author writes mystery novels.
Or, the author spent 5 years writing that book.
Some authors become famous because readers enjoy their books for many years.
Readers often look for new books written by their favorite authors.
Jack, do you have a favorite author?
Yes, I do. I enjoy authors who create interesting characters and tell meaningful stories.
I think good characters are one of the most important parts of a great book.
I agree. Even a simple story can become memorable when the characters feel real.
That reminds me of another useful word we should teach.
The word is character.
A character is a person in a story, novel, or book.
For example, the main character was very brave and kind.
Or, my favorite character always found creative solutions to problems.
When readers connect with characters, they often enjoy the book much more.
That's true, and sometimes readers remember certain characters for many years after finishing a book.
Another interesting thing is that people often have very different opinions about what makes a book great.
Some readers love exciting adventures, while others prefer emotional stories or educational books.
And that leads us to an important question.
What makes a book become someone's favorite book?
That's a great question, and I think the answer is different for every reader.
For me, a favorite book is one that keeps me interested from the first page to the last page.
For me, a favorite book is one that teaches me something while also telling a good story.
It sounds like we're going to have a very interesting discussion about favorite books.
And there are many more useful words we can learn while talking about them.
Speaking of favorite books, I remember reading one book that completely changed the way I looked at reading, and it taught me an important lesson that I still remember today.
That's interesting. It's amazing how one good book can inspire someone to read more and discover new kinds of stories.
I completely agree. Sometimes a single book can change the way a person feels about reading.
And once people find a book they truly enjoy, they often begin looking for similar books.
That's true. They may start exploring different genres and learning about new authors.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is genre.
A genre is a category or type of book, movie, or story.
For example, adventure, mystery, romance, fantasy, and science fiction are all genres.
You can say, mystery is my favorite genre.
Or she enjoys reading books from different genres.
There are many genres, which means there is something for almost every reader.
That's one of the reasons books are so popular around the world.
Jack, do you usually read only one genre?
Not really. I have favorites, but I like trying different genres from time to time.
Why do you think that's important?
Because every genre offers a different experience. Some books make you think, some make you laugh, and some take you on exciting adventures.
That's a great point. Reading different kinds of books can keep reading fresh and interesting.
Exactly. If you only read the same type of book all the time, you might miss many wonderful stories.
I feel the same way. Sometimes I choose a book simply because it looks different from what I normally read.
Have you ever been surprised by a book?
Many times. I've started books without expecting much and ended up loving them.
That has happened to me too.
One reason books can surprise us is because of the characters.
That's true. Strong characters often make stories much more enjoyable.
Some readers remember characters long after they finish reading a book.
I know I do. There are characters I read about years ago that I still remember today.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is character.
A character is a person in a story, novel, or book.
For example, the main character was brave and intelligent.
Or, my favorite character always helped other people.
Readers often connect with characters who remind them of real people.
Sometimes, readers even imagine what they would do if they were in the character's situation.
That's one of the things that makes reading enjoyable. It allows us to see the world from another person's perspective.
Speaking of enjoyable books, what qualities make a great book, in your opinion?
That's an interesting question.
Take your time.
For me, a great book needs an interesting story, believable characters, and a message that stays with me after I finish reading.
I like that answer.
What about you?
I think a great book makes me want to keep turning the pages because I'm curious about what happens next.
Curiosity is very important for readers.
Definitely. If a book can keep a reader curious, it's often difficult to put down.
Have you ever stayed up late because you wanted to finish a book?
More times than I can count.
Me too. Sometimes I tell myself I'll read one more chapter and then I end up reading 3 or 4 chapters.
I think many readers can relate to that experience.
Especially when the story becomes more exciting near the end.
That reminds me of another useful word.
The word is chapter.
A chapter is one of the main sections of a book.
For example, I read 2 chapters before bed.
Or, the final chapter was my favorite part of the book.
Many readers use chapters to decide when to stop reading.
although sometimes it's difficult to stop when the story is getting exciting.
Very true.
Another thing I enjoy about books is learning new ideas.
That's one reason nonfiction books are so popular.
People can learn about history, science, business, travel, and many other subjects.
Books allow us to learn from experts and from people's experiences.
Even fiction books can teach important lessons.
Absolutely. Many stories contain messages about friendship, courage, honesty, and kindness.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is lesson.
A lesson is something important that you learn from an experience, story, or situation.
For example, the story taught an important lesson about teamwork.
Or one lesson from the book was never to give up.
Good books often teach lessons without feeling like a classroom.
That's true. Readers learn naturally while enjoying the story.
Have you ever recommended a book to a friend?
Yes, many times.
Why do people enjoy recommending books?
I think it's because they want others to experience something they enjoyed.
That makes sense.
If a book makes us laugh, think, or feel inspired, we often want to share it with other people.
I recently recommended a book to a friend, and he ended up enjoying it even more than I did.
That's always nice to hear.
Sometimes friends recommend books that we would never choose ourselves.
And those recommendations can lead us to wonderful discoveries.
Exactly.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is recommend.
To recommend means to suggest something because you think it is good.
For example, my teacher recommended a great book.
Or, I would recommend this novel to anyone who enjoys adventure stories.
Recommendations are helpful because there are so many books available today.
Sometimes choosing the next book can be difficult.
Very difficult.
There are thousands of books in libraries and bookstores.
And new books are published every year.
That's why many readers keep a list of books they want to read in the future.
I have a list like that, and it keeps getting longer.
Mine does too.
The funny thing is that I often buy new books before finishing the books I already own.
I think many book lovers do exactly the same thing.
Probably.
Reading is more than just a hobby for many people.
That's true. For some readers, books become an important part of everyday life.
They read while traveling, during breaks, before sleeping, or whenever they have free time.
And every book gives them a chance to learn, imagine, and explore something new.
Speaking of exploring something new, there is one type of book that has become especially popular in recent years, and many readers say these books have changed their lives in surprising ways.
I think you're talking about self-improvement books.
Exactly.
Many people read these books because they want to learn new habits, improve their skills, or become more successful in different areas of life.
That's true. These books often focus on topics like productivity, communication, health, confidence, and personal growth.
Some readers enjoy them because they provide practical advice that can be used in everyday situations.
Have you ever read a self-improvement book that had a strong impact on you?
Yes, I have. A few years ago, I read a book about developing better habits, and it encouraged me to become more organized.
That's interesting. Did you make any changes after reading it?
I did. I started planning my days more carefully and setting small goals for myself.
And did those changes help?
Yes, they did. They weren't huge changes, but over time they made a positive difference.
That's often how improvement works. Small actions can lead to big results over time.
I completely agree.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is habit.
A habit is something that you do regularly, often without thinking about it.
For example, reading before bed is one of my habits.
Or, she is trying to develop healthy habits.
Good habits can help people achieve their goals more easily.
And books can often help us build those habits.
That's one reason why many readers enjoy self-improvement books.
Another thing I like about books is that they allow us to experience different places and cultures.
That's very true.
Even if we never visit another country, books can help us learn about people who live there.
We can learn about different traditions, lifestyles, and ways of thinking.
Reading can make the world feel much larger and more interesting.
At the same time, it can also help us understand people who are different from us.
That's a wonderful benefit of reading.
I think books help develop empathy.
That's an excellent point. When we read about a character's experiences, we often begin to understand their feelings and challenges.
And that understanding can make us more thoughtful in real life.
Exactly.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is imagine.
Imagine means to create pictures or ideas in your mind.
For example, the story helped me imagine a magical world.
Or, I could easily imagine the characters walking through the city.
Reading exercises the imagination because the reader creates pictures in their mind while following the story.
That's something many readers love about books.
Unlike movies, books encourage us to imagine many details ourselves.
That's true. Every reader may imagine a character or a place a little differently.
And that makes the reading experience unique for each person.
Emma, do you prefer physical books or digital books?
That's a difficult question.
Why is it difficult?
Because I enjoy both. Physical books feel special, but digital books are very convenient.
I understand what you mean.
A digital book can be carried almost anywhere on a phone, tablet, or e-reader.
And a person can store hundreds of books on a single device.
On the other hand, many readers enjoy holding a real book and turning the pages.
I am one of those readers.
Really?
Yes, I enjoy the feeling of a physical book and the smell of the pages.
Many book lovers would agree with you.
But no matter which format people choose, the important thing is that they continue reading.
Absolutely.
The value comes from the ideas, stories, and knowledge inside the book.
Let's learn another useful word.
The word is knowledge.
Knowledge is information, understanding, and skills that people gain through learning.
For example, reading helped me gain knowledge about history.
Or, books are a great source of knowledge.
Every book contains something we can learn.
Sometimes we learn facts.
Sometimes we learn lessons.
And sometimes we learn something about ourselves.
That's one reason books remain important, even in today's digital world.
Reading has been helping people learn and grow for hundreds of years.
And it will probably continue doing so for many years to come.
Before we finish, let's review some of the vocabulary from today's episode.
We learned book,
Read,
author,
character,
genre,
chapter,
lesson,
recommend,
habit,
imagine.
and knowledge.
These are all useful words that can help you talk about books and reading in English.
Before we end, let's do some speaking practice.
If possible, answer these questions out loud.
First question, what is your favorite book?
Second question, what kind of books do you enjoy reading?
Third question, who is your favorite author?
Fourth question, what book would you recommend to a friend?
Fifth question, what lesson have you learned from a book?
Try answering with complete sentences.
The more you speak, the more confident you become.
And confidence grows through practice.
That's our question of the day. What is the best book you have ever read and why do you like it?
Write your answer in the comments.
You can begin with, my favorite book is, or the best book I have read is.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Keep learning.
Keep reading.
And remember, every book opens the door to a new adventure.
We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.